Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Fallout 4, Rebuilding Avalon. Okay. Now this seems, well, aside from the gaping hole in the floor, safe enough to look at things. Put that away. Alright, can I jump up here? Not really. Okay, well that wasn't quite what I was hoping to find. Alright, so far there's just that one door. I hear footsteps behind there. I think I'll finish looking around here first before we open that particular door. Okay. The heck? Is there somebody in here? No. There's no one in here. I'm kind of wondering if there might be a hole in the roof of the room that is locked. So if we don't find a way into it through the other door, we can try checking the holes in the ceiling or the floors of the rooms to see if one of them leads into that room. Unless, of course, we find a terminal that unlocks it that isn't near it.
Sweet.
Typically there are near it, so I'm not holding my breath on that score. Fossilized corn. Alright, we've been around the entire room. So let's see if we can find that door. The one behind which we heard noises. Alright. That's better. And there is a computer. If you were the director, I'd have to say to you, ooh.
There we go.
That's not what I say. To you. What I say to you is, serves you freaking right. You could have at least told them what was going on in there, but no. Oh, there's nothing going on out here. There's just, you know, some very, very loud training exercises in the middle of a populated area. No, there's not an actual bomb and explosions and whatnot gone off. Jerk. I noticed he had a lot of food in here, judging from the number of cans on the floor. Seeing as I used the card I got from Molly to open this door. Alright, let's have a look at the terminal. User Director John Elwood, aka Asshat. Clean room. All systems normal. Personal logs. Let's see if you have an explanation that makes me think you're less of an asshat. Call from Kemp. Just got a very strange call from Colonel Kemp. He asked what the status on the project was, and when I explained that we were still behind schedule, he didn't seem angry like he normally would. All he said was that it was very important that I keep the team working in the lab today, and that I contact him as soon as the project was complete. It almost feels like he was trying to tell me something, but I can't imagine what. Is it possible the Colonel was actually thinking they'd be safer in here? No, it's more likely he wants them in here alive working on the project. But still, you know, because if he actually wanted to warn him, he could have been a little more clear than that. It was a warning. He was trying to warn me they hit us with a nuke. The lab was built to withstand nearly anything but a direct hit, but the EMP has blown out all the external communications. I told the team that there are training maneuvers going on around town, but I don't know how long they're going to buy that. I need to find a way to get a hold of Colonel Kemp to see if they can extract us to a safe location. Even if I can find a working phone somewhere, I'll never be able to get through. Maybe if I get a hold of a ham radio, I can try to reach them on an open channel. Okay. We have to finish the project. There are looters everywhere and people fighting in the streets. I managed to find a radio and some supplies, but I caught a stray bullet in the shoulder on my way back. Between that and the radiation sickness, the past 36 hours have been hell. Oh. You mean he got radiated because he wasn't in the lab? Oh. I finally managed to find the right frequency and get through to a military liaison, but he said that Kemp had left orders that they could only spare an extraction team for assets vital to war effort. If we try to have them get us without the project completed, he'll have us executed for treason. I have to keep them in the lab. We have to finish the project. Okay, he's less of an asshat than I thought. He was actually trying to save their lives by keeping them in the lab, because if they finished the project, then they could all be extracted. But he was already hurt and dying of radiation sickness. Can't hold out much longer. There's been a problem with the reactor. The shockwave from the initial blast must have cracked the containment lining, because there's growing leak showing up on the detectors in the lab. To make matters worse, Will has been trying to hack into the administrative controls. I've been working to keep him out, but I think the wound in my shoulder may be going septic. And I don't know how much longer I can hold out. Okay. He's not an asshat. Erica, please read. Erica, I'm sorry. I know I haven't been the best husband, but I've done everything I can to try to protect you since the attack. If you're reading this, I hope it's because you finished the project and can use the radio to signal for extraction. I can't hold out any longer. Wow. That is so sad. So, but Erica got shot when they were trying to get that room back from Will. Internal mail relay. So that was his wife. Are you there? John, are you there? I can't see you moving in your office and we can't wait any longer. So it's probably after he died. He's going to trigger the automated defenses if we don't do something. We've managed to get into the crawl space and are going to try to take him by surprise. Despite everything that's happened, I want you to know that I still love you. Bergman, I'm getting us out. I'm getting us out of here, you son of a bitch. Do you hear me, John? You may have had the connections to get this company started, but I was always the better hacker. If you don't release us, you'll leave me with no choice but to trigger the automated defenses. We'll have to fight our way out, and Erica may be hurt in the process. Is that what you want? He's locked us out. I've got okay, so this is going back in time. I wish sometimes they're forward in time and sometimes it's back in time. It's very annoying. I've got the thermal problem solved, but we need the samples to produce a prototype. Will's barricaded himself in a lab and has locked us out of the isotope containment. I've told the others what is going on and they hate us for it. But they see this is the only way out right now. We need you to get back control so we can finish the project and get out of here. Okay, so she knew what was going on. And the others were upset when she told them. Read confidential. John, I don't know if we can do it. We've been working on the problem for weeks and not have been able to find a way to prevent the nanoweave from falling apart under the strain of use. Even if we find a solution, it may take us days to program the new dosing pattern, and I don't know if I can cover this up that long. Even if I can, I don't know if it's right for us to make that decision. Some of them have families out there, and shouldn't they have the choice to try to protect them? Erica. Deleted mail. Server error. Backups cannot be restored. N. Stokes, you bastard. T. Franklin, what is going on out there? M. Goodman, you can't keep us locked in here. L. Reed, what you're doing is illegal. J. Harvey, need to get home to my kids. M. Goodman, can't call out of the lab. Alright. So the radiation... So the bullet... Actually, no, the bullet didn't kill him. He got turned into directly into a feral ghoul, because if he was a ghoul, he would have been able to talk to them, so he must have been turned directly into a feral ghoul. Wow. You were actually trying to help. Sorry for calling you an asshat. Alright, well. That doesn't... Huh. Okay. A man named Wilfred Berman worked at Polymer. I didn't see anything on his terminal. Well, I guess I'll go back and look. Must have missed something. In my enthusiasm about getting this done. Actually... I'll have to compare it to the one that I have, but it looks like it. Especially if I can upgrade it even more. It might actually be pretty nice power armor compared to what I have. I'm not confused. I'm not confused? This way? Right, this is the door that I don't know how to open. Although I don't know if that's gonna... Alright, let's find the room with the noise. What's this one? Nope, wasn't this one. It was the one across. So that must be the room with the reactor in it. Alright, let's see if we can find that password. Maybe it was in a... Oh, here we go. I didn't read... Okay, the internal mail relay. That was the last thing I read, and then I read the deleted email, and then I left. So, password to request, archive. Here we go. I want it on record that I highly object to giving admin rights to anyone that isn't on our core team. Admin access isn't a bauble for Dr. Williams to lord it over his colleagues. We have designed a nigh-perfect system, and idiotic moves like this risk everything. You like your emphasis, don't you? I've been informed that legally I must comply with this request, no matter how moronic it is. Username 2 Williams. Password is Vernon is an idiot. Latest patch notes. Fix Darren's dirty hack. Restricted students to having one account per student ID number, no exceptions. Squashed a ton of bugs. Major revisions to the main UI. Should be pretty for the dog and pony show. Minor tweaks to the brute force countermeasures. Even Volkov couldn't find a hole. Alright. We've got what we came for. Although I would really like to know what's in that room I can't get into. But... okay. Alright. I was thinking... okay. That's gonna bug me. It bugs me. I want in there. Alright. Let's forget it. Get going. And naturally it's raining out. Alright, let's go. We need to go talk to Desdemona. I think that is our next step. So, I'll talk to you guys when I get to the railroad. Alright. Let's just change into something a little less formal, shall we?
Half of you know this already, but something so big, I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Oh.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related, but the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, she made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where
Yes.
is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did she find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of. So get it done.
Heads up, Tom's got more goodies and
Makes
stuff.
things really
Check with him.
dangerous.
Excellent work. On our side, we've gone through your report. It was extraordinary. So many pieces of the puzzle clicked into place.
I'm glad to hear
Our
it.
final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we ever feared or imagined. If we stage a mass breakout, Patriot's 13 synths will undoubtedly be the last we ever save. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue all the synths. Every last one of them.
All?
Is that even possible?
Hopefully, Patriot's core escape plan will scale up. If it can't, well, we'll deal with it as it comes. The Institute will never let their slaves go without a fight. So the heart of our problem is manpower. Even if we call in all our agents, and we will, we won't be able to hold our own against the Institute for long. Talk with C-114. If the synths down there want freedom, they must fight and risk their lives to earn it.
The thing is, I don't know if all the synths are... I don't think they all have free will. I could be wrong, but I don't think...
Even with synth allies. Is that enough to fight the Institute?
The synths greatly outnumber the scientists. If enough of them rebel, the chaos would be unprecedented. Then we use that turmoil to evacuate everyone we can. It will work, because it must. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him, and then cut him loose. Good luck. We're all with you.
To be honest, I don't know if I'm willing to kill the people in the Institute to free all the synths at once, because, like I said, they're not... We don't know that they're all capable of free will.
One more hour until my shift ends.
I mean, they could be. But from the information I did find in the Institute, it kind of implies that... I'd have to read over it again to clarify, but my understanding was that the synths did not start off with free will. It was just some of them that developed it. And of course, whenever the Institute detected free will being developed, they would reprogram the synths to eliminate it. But that doesn't mean that all of them have free will and are just very good at hiding it, you know? I don't know. Hey, Guide Robert. Welcome to the madness. Well, I guess we'll go to the Institute, but I'm kind of torn. They want to free all the synths at once, and that means people are going to
What are
die
the synths got?
in the Institute because they want the synths to fight. I don't mind freeing the 13 that want to go, but if the others aren't ready to go, sending them out and killing people to do it. Yeah. I mean, as best as I've been able to tell with the information I found, Robert, synths, Generation 3 synths in particular, don't appear to start out with free will. It's something that they develop. And of course, once the Institute detects that they developed it, they put them in to reprogram them and get rid of it. But that, to me, implies they don't start out with it, or, you know, they may all have the capacity for it, but they don't have it. And if they don't have it to start with, freeing all of them and killing people to do it, when not all those people, some of the people are asshats, there's a few asshats there, yeah, but the majority of the people I talk to, they don't deserve to be killed. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. Well, let's use the thing they installed into my Pip-Boy so I can go to the Institute. And we'll tell Father. I'm using that as a title. Sean, tell Sean we killed, or help, well, he should know because the courser brought it back. Gabriel, the reader synth. Okay, that makes me feel nauseous. Did the first time around and did this time too. Oh, Robert, you were saying there may be ways of freeing the synths without killing anyone. Well, but then that still begs the question, how do I know if all the synths, all the Generation 3 synths have free will and they're just... I mean, if they do, that is a definite thing to, you know, reason to make it more likely for me to do this, but...
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
So I've heard. I don't know. Because if they don't have free will, that they're just not exercising, then turning them loose out into the wasteland en masse won't do them any favors, and it won't do the people who are already there any favors either. Where's Sean the synth? So I thinking. Ah. Alright.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
That's chosen the passive ass hattery, yes.
I don't care about who's to blame. I just wanted to stop a killer.
Yes, of course. Your pragmatism is admirable. It does matter, though. If everyone sees the Institute as a villain, dangerous forces could align against
I
us.
don't think they see
If
you.
we can put the lie to such assumptions, we diminish that threat. But enough about that. The task is done. And you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Thank you. I would like to point out, Sean, that the Institute's poor reputation has zero to do with a raider that was a synth that nobody knew
I hope you'll
was a
find your
synth.
quarters adequate.
And the fact that you are kidnapping, interrogating, and replacing people with synths, and they're being discovered on occasion. Just enough to give you the horrible reputation. Not to mention the fact that your guys go out there, your coursers go out there and shoot people. I suspect that has somewhat more of an impact on the Institute's reputation, don't you think?
You should go and see the room we've prepared for you.
Fine. I'll go do that. And I hear a new voice, a new advisor who's named Cookie. Hello, Cookie. Welcome to my mind and watching my life such as it is. I'm sure Guide Robert will be willing to answer any questions that you might have. So, I was too busy being annoyed by what he was saying there, so I kind of didn't pay much attention to where he said my quarters were. Do I know if the railroad has plans for any that don't have free will? They did not say. She did not tell me. Now that's the elevator. Yeah, that's the elevator.
No use.
So where's Sean the synth? Okay, this is not helping me find my way. Guide Robert, I think Cookie needs your help. If you wouldn't mind.
Carry on, ma'am.
Excuse me.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Watch out around here. If they catch you having fun, they make you do boring science.
So I see. I don't know if he said where my quarters
Good to
were.
see you.
Hi.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Alright, Cookie Gamer, please read the chat rules, and please read what has been posted by Robert in the chat with commands. I am in character when I am not on a screen like this, and you guys are also in character. You play her spirit advisors. If you want more information, I have, if you look in the cards in the upper right hand corner of the video, there should be an encircled eye. There is a video linked called What is SRP? And that should answer all your other questions. It's about 8 minutes long. Alright, I have no idea where the room is. Alright, that'll help.
Now you'll have a place to stay that's far safer than any on the surface.
Thank you, if I can find it. It's up. Alright, up. So it's on this level, which means I should probably go through... Not there. Okay, I do actually have to go down, I think. What the heck is that noise? Okay. I'm sure I'll be able to find this much easier sometime when I'm not... Okay, so...
Scanning unknown identity.
Yeah.
Clearance confirmed.
Ah, this way. Okay. Higgs. Alright, so down here?
Your new quarters are here, ma'am.
I see, thank you.
Hi.
Your new quarters are here, ma'am.
Well, so new they don't even have my name on it yet.
When you're... Yes, ma'am?
Oops. I kind of interrupted him. When I'm finished here, probably he's going to say go talk to Sean again. Probably. He will undoubtedly want me to do something. I hope they're not expecting me to do scientific research here. I mean, at some point, perhaps. That might be okay. I have to say, this is... If this is my place, I can have those things. Tiny. Just looking to see. Interesting. He said that there was supplies in here, but other than a few stim packs, he said something about weapons. I don't see any weapons. Actually, no, there was, wasn't there? A rifle. Oh boy. As if I don't have stuff that's better. Alright, well, let's... Totally not gonna remember where this is. Because it just looks like all the rest of the place.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Fabulous. Yes, I'll never find it again. I'm sure of it. Alright, well, let's see. It's where the elevator is. Synth retention and whatever the red one is. That's Watson. that one's mine. Alright. Okay, so if...
We are honored to welcome you here.
Thank you. This way?
All systems nominal.
Oh, we're getting further and further away from... So I went the wrong way. Of course I went the wrong way. Okay. No, that's not the right. Alright, let's go down again. If it's his quarters, why doesn't he have, you know, access to all levels from in here?
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen it from you?
Slap them around? And what it is you're talking about stealing?
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from you?
Institute property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly when it happens. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened.
I might have something to do with that.
I'm afraid we've reached a point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Ooh.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill Monument. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Would it?
Hey, I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
All right. Oh, crap. I guess I'd better be going then.
I trust you'll resolve the situation at Bunker Hill quickly and quietly.
I will see what I can do. And that's probably not what you expect me to do. Well, that's not actually where I meant to go.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Fabulous.
Terminal's got this locked.
They got yeah, bioscience. I've been through there.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Yeah. It's not where I meant to go. Here. obviously I'm not... I mean, I'm not going to reacquire the synths. Obviously. So I'm going to have to tell Desdemona what's going on. I don't want to talk to the synths yet to get the 13 out. Because I don't know. I mean, I could talk to Z21. I don't know if I should leave without talking to them, because once I inform the railroad, I may not be welcome back here, which means we won't be able to get any of the synths out, let alone the 13. I'm hoping this goes up. But there's no way I'm going to let them kill the railroad, because that's people. And okay, I guess we'll go back down. I have to use the other way to get to the center. Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm not willing to have people killed in order to regain, for the Institute to regain synths that have free will. I'm not willing to do that. And I'm not willing to have the people here killed either. I guess we'll talk to Z21 and see.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Well, it's because it chose Path of Ass Hattery. It's not because it was rogue. Out of all the ones that they've helped, that's the only one that's been a problem that we know of. So... I don't know. I guess we gotta find these guys.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Nice work bringing
sort
that
of.
rogue synth back.
You're welcome. I want to talk to Liam first, actually. I want to talk to Liam. Question is, where do I find him?
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Okay, Liam?
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Alright.
Liam, I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming. Even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could unravel.
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
I agree.
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
Alright.
Liam.
That project you helped with, it's coming along. You understand, right?
Right. Well, let's go find Z-21 and have a chat. Alright. Okay, I need to take a 10-minute break this time. I have a cat to dose. I will be back in about 10 minutes for more Fallout 4. And I'd like to say that given the way that Fallout 4 occasionally forces me into actions that that Avalon would not choose, I'm going to say up front here that when I resume the stream, if when talking to Z14 or whatever, Z114, if she is unable to say just rescue the 13, then I might reload it back to the point before she talks to him and just not talk to him, because I know that at this point she is not willing to have a bunch of people slaughtered for no reason, and I don't know if the game will let her choose that option. So anyway, I'll be back in about 10 minutes with more Fallout 4. If you're watching on YouTube, that means you should look in the upcoming live stream section. It should be 185. And it'll probably be a couple minutes after 9 by the time I start. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a little bit. Awesome, Robert. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I won't have to reload.